no other one. This is got it out the mud. I'm your boy Kills World. 1/3 of the host. Shout out to my boy Shabba Ranks and J Wop. Congratulations to my cousin having the baby, man. He had a baby boy this past week. So man, congratulations to my cousin again. I got my new cousin, you know what I'm saying? It's here. Name's Zaire, man. Congratulations to my cousin. What's up, man? What's up? For his newborn, you know, and to his girl, man. Congratulations to y'all. Gotta get that out. Congratulations. Yeah. But in other news, man, I know I've been dropping. I'm not sure if you guys been watching the Jack Doherty, but I've been dropping on my YouTube shorts. So you guys can see what was going on, man. So so from my understanding though, Jack Doherty, you know, he's like one of them. He's one of them. He's one of them YouTube streamers. Very popular YouTube streamers. He's up there with a lot of popular YouTube streamers. But over this weekend, man, you know what I'm trying to say? Jack Doherty, he basically got robbed. He got robbed, man. He got robbed. I believe he was like in the Melrose area or the Sunset. From the looks of where I know LA a lot, and I definitely know LA. I definitely know he had to be either in 2 areas or 3 areas: the Hollywood area, Santa Monica area. Those are like kind of like the good parts of LA to personally, or the Valley, if you just really trying to get all the way out on the outskirts. But the way he was, where I seen it at, I didn't see no streets and nothing like that. But from the looks of it, for sure, he was like in the he was in a good area. But overall, the good area thing, it didn't really save him, honestly though. He was with 6 of his entourage. He was actually with 6 of his entourage, and that actually didn't even save him. The people were still trying to. He was with 6 of his entourage. It was a bodyguard, and they still got down on the bodyguard, a 6'9" bodyguard. Motherfucker basketball player height type, 6'9" bodyguard, and they still got down on him. He had all his chains out. He had his watch on. You get what I'm trying to say? And he just pushing through the city. Like I say, I don't know as far as out of towners and what people we really want to go to. You really just got to be tapped into where you at, man. Not saying you got to make a phone call and be making sure you got to have some goons and all that, but make sure if you're gonna have security, make sure you got about 10 security guards, not just 1 security guard like he did. Nicholas Marino, what's up? Keenan High. But don't just be don't walk around in LA and you just feel like you safe with 1 security guard. That shit ain't gonna do nothing for you. It ain't gonna do anything for you. That 1 security guard's gonna get mollywopped. So you in LA, and not saying that it's a bad thing, but you really got to be prepared for what's gonna go on. You really got to be prepared for this shit, bro. A lot of people come to LA and they just think, okay, LA is just LA. And I'm pretty sure by now a lot of people should know that LA is honestly is a Jack Boy city for sure. It's a Jack Boy city for sure. You just gotta know where you're going to, where you're going at, and what city you're going to, where you're gonna be at. You got some you got to be in and out of your spots in here. You can't just be walking around with 300. He had $300,000 worth of chains on his necks. So basically, what happened was, basically they was all wobbling down the street, and then it was a group of guys just got on him and started getting on Jack Doherty. Started trying to they was jumping him, basically trying to get his chains off. They just snatched all his chains off, basically in the video. Snatched all of his chains off. And he was still trying to, he was getting chased for his watch. He was still getting chased for a watch. This is crazy. I don't know if y'all know who Jack Doherty is, but he's like a major YouTube streamer. And he was in LA walking around with $300,000 worth of chains on his neck. You know what I'm saying? He had like 4 or 5 of his people, his entourage, but he had 1 security guard. A big ass security guard, 6'9" security guard, and they still got down on him. They didn't give a damn about that security or nothing like that. That's one thing people got to understand. When people was really hungry, you got like a lot of people out here that just wait for these type of opportunities to come up and wait for a come up day. You know what I'm trying to say? Some people is not even working out here, bro. It's really sad to say. Some people, this is what all they do is their job. This is their job, to go rob something. You know what I'm trying to say? So at the end of the day, man, you got to just move strategic when you're around here. Move strategically. You really got to move strategically. That means that doesn't mean that you got to, like I said, you got to make a full phone calls and all that to make sure you're safe and all that in environments. But if I was out of towner, like I say, I mean, if I didn't want to tap in with no gang members, and I feel like, okay, you know what? Let me hire more. Let me go up on. Let me beef up the security. You got one security guard. You need about 10 in LA, maybe 15, to make it look like you got something like a big ass entourage around you. By you walking around one security guard, they looking at how your other entourage look. They probably look like, okay, we can run through this. We can run through through his other entourage. These dudes ain't nothing. You get what I'm trying to say? These dudes out here battle tested for this type of stuff. So, like I say, man, this out of towner, just crank up on y'all security, man. If y'all don't want to go ahead and make that few the calls, and you know what I'm trying to say, just to call around and be like, hey man, you know, such and such, I'm in this area, man. Can y'all, you know, make sure, let them know I'm around here or something, or get somebody around here, let you know I'm in this area. It's not about what people always call that extorting. It's not extorting. It's nothing like that. Trust me, it's definitely not extorting. I just felt like people just need to start moving a little bit more strategic and moving more safe around here. Annette Magna, hi, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. I just feel like a lot of people just really got to start moving strategically on how they come about and how they go about coming in LA. I don't feel like this is all for you know what I'm saying? Well, this is for everybody. This is for everybody. You don't want to come in here feeling like this is a game, especially when you don't just be moving around like this, ultimately around the city like this. You really need to be tapped in and knowing where you at. That's why you got to have certain people on your not saying on your list, but just a few people that's cool around the city that knows what's going on to tell you, okay, go to this spot, don't go to these spots right here. You know what I'm trying to say? Don't go to this area, don't go to this area right here. Stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you like this: in LA, anything can go down anywhere. You know what I'm trying to say? Because, like I say, the wolves are everywhere. You know what I'm trying to say? It don't really matter. But like I say, the city matters for sure. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, it really don't matter at the end of the day, because if them wolves are in that city so happily, and they probably know they that you streaming and you going to this city, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm working on that myself. Just when you streaming, every time you just streaming live, so people just know where you at, exactly where you at when you streaming live. So you gotta just be careful, be cautious where you giving your low up to and how they finding you. I'm pretty sure he was on streaming, and you know what I'm trying to say, if he wasn't streaming, they probably just know who he was, just a notoriety. He got bodyguard, big ass 6'9" security guard, and they just seen, you know, this little dude, $300,000 worth of chains on, you know what I'm trying to say, and had a big ass watch on, you know what I'm trying to say, literally fighting these dudes off, whatever, running around, they chasing them down until somebody said, oh no, we got the chains, we good. We got the chains, we good. And then they left them alone. But they was really trying to get the watch too. I don't, like, one dude had to really tell them, hey, I got the chains, we okay, we got the chains. That's $300,000 in his hand. They just left. But imagine, you know what I'm trying to say, you got wolves that don't give a fuck about all that. You got people that don't really even give a fuck. They really still they want everything off you. They want to strip everything. So, you know what I'm saying? Fortunately, he is able. It's fortunate that he is able to walk off and you know what I'm saying, and still be talking, to be breathing, because these people is not playing out here, man. They mean business, and they really they really after something right now, and they after everybody. Like I say, after these tours and all this, for these robberies,